Alright, just getting some mic issues settled. Waiting for everyone to turn up for the round 6 Spain race for the FPX Racing League. Oh yeah, and I need to change one thing. I'm changing settings on my broadcasting settings so there's not a voice talking. You comment or advanced settings, comments to speech off. There we go. Alright, now I've got comments to speech turned off. All right. Sorry, my voice will be a little raspy. Um, my voice will be a little raspy. Sometimes I'll spit my throat. I am feeling a bit under the weather. Not sure what I have, but I am feeling a bit sick, so my voice will probably go out at some times, and I'll have to grunt. You'll hear that. But round 6 of Spain. A thrilling title fight between Danny, Harris, and Gerardo. This is currently the standings go as Danny X Mola with 106 points, Harris 95, Gerardo 76. As we wait for the cars to possibly come out of their garage. As we see, is that a McLaren coming out? Yes, it is. And that is Como FIFA. I'm just going to say FIFA for now. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. As now Hassan, now you see AlphaTauri coming out as well. Big for McLaren. McLaren looking to have a possibly big performance here in Spain, as they are currently 93 points behind Mercedes in the Constructors' Championship, with Red Bull 2 points behind McLaren at 104. Not many other cars out right now. As we will turn our attention to the two title fighters. There's Harris right there. And obviously Ghost Harrison replacing Danny. As we will see the first hot lap. And he looked like he exceeded track limits. We'll see. So right on board with him. As there's a yellow flag, Sector 3. I think it's just people going slowly. That's all. As we'll turn our attention back to FIFA. Turn some of the and we'll turn the lap data on. It looks like he is exceeding track limits, so this, I'm not sure if this lap is invalidated, or if the track limits are turned on, aren't turned on strict. I'm not completely sure. So we'll turn our attention to the Alfa Romeo Mimicry. And some confusing names, and this is at least my first time commentating here, so it's going to take me a second to get used to this as the AlphaTauri gets out of the way. And we'll turn our attention to the title fighters of CSB Harris, one of the title fighters. As he is on the hot lap, he hits the grass on his hot lap there. It's going to slow him down a bit. He keeps hitting the grass, but maybe it's helping him to get a better entry into it. As there's a spin, and that is Mercedes of Ghost Harrison, and he is out of the race, or he is out of the qualifying. He hits the wall. That is not good, as there's another yellow flag, Sector 1. McCreamy's going to get out of the way of the Red Bull of Macros. And Ghost Harrison not helping Mercedes out very much as he DNFs there. Alfa Romeo gets out of the way of Macros there. Fastest lap time so far, a 17.433 by El Tracker 05. There's another yellow flag, Sector 3. Most of these yellow flags are guys slowing down. It's crossing the line. Neon Valley Low will go 5th fastest. 2.4 second gap to El Trucker. Joe Small's not having a great lap there. 4.5 seconds off. And he's just getting out of the way. We'll pay attention to Ivan X. Not completely sure if he's on a hot lap, but we will see, won't we? Currently fastest lap held still by El Trucker. Macros and SSL Johan. Closely behind him as Macros, goes a 10th off of him now. Almost 2 tenths. As now coming around the final corner, Ivan X crossing the line, and he's starting his hot lap. As Sufjan in the way there, as he gets out of the way now, and that is not how Ivan X wanted to start this hot lap. It's a bit of oversteer coming out of that corner. Checking the times on the top right as there's a yellow flag, sector 1 most likely. As it's cleared immediately, most likely letting someone by as he sets a 57.4 in sector 2. Heading into the final sector, the final few turns. Heading around the final corner now, and he is going to cross the line. He will go. Looks like he'll stay 11th. Oh no, he will move up to 10th. He'll beat the McLaren of FIFA there. He'll go 10th fastest, 5.4 second gap to El Trucker. As we'll check on NLR Felix 1. He is also on a hot lap here in the AlphaTauri. There's a yellow flag sector 3. Sectors 1 and 3. I think it's just guys letting them by. Yes, it is. And we'll come back to Felix 1. Didn't get a chance to catch what he set in sector 3, but we'll see here. As he's coming around just the final few corners. Really unfortunate for Ghost Harrison to be to crash out as I didn't realize he was on an in lap there. But he's heading to the pit lane now. As Harris is on an out lap. He was just trying to catch a slipstream there, and I don't think he realized he was completely slowed down. He gets a bit of oversteer there as he runs right over the curb. Tries to get a great entry, and he does. He gets a great entry. Careful on the throttle, you can hear it. Easy on the throttle, have to be light, just risking a spin if you're too early, just barely too early, and you can easily spin it into a wall or gravel. And he starts this hot lap, and we're going to follow Harris. We're going to stick with him for this hot lap as he is one of the title contenders. Trying to get better. Oh, and he has to lift there. Losing a lot of time as he sets a 22-1, I thought I saw there. I was heading into sector 2. Clock winding up. Harris, a rapid driver, there's a yellow flag sector 2, and oh, that was a rough exit there, as it's still there, so we're gonna go find what's going on here. I think it's just Neon letting them by. We'll flip back to Harris, who's now heading near the end of the final Sector 3. Head around just the final few corners. Has to be careful here. Heading into the final corner of the track. As he has to lift there, that's not going to be a very amazing lap time. But he does go 7th fastest, 1.2 second gap to El Trucker. So he goes 7th fastest and looking for people on outlaps. And here's Macros. As there's another yellow flag sector 2, I believe that's just him letting lap cars by again. Oh, he spins it! Good time to turn on that onboard to see that spin. Hits that inside curb. That inside curb is absolutely deadly in turns 1, 2, and 3. As he has stopped on the track, he's trying to back up and maybe not impede anyone's laps. As he does get really close to hitting the Alpine. I didn't see which one it was. I believe it was Neon Valuable, though. Maybe not. I think it was actually El Trocker. No, it wasn't. It was Neon. He's crossing the line, and he sets a 17.4. About a tenth, maybe about 15 thousandths faster. Hundredths, I mean, 1500ths faster. So not much improvement on that lap time. So we're gonna check on Macros. He's all right. Neon Valuable heading into Sector 2. He's coming into Sector 3. Heading into the final turns. You have to be so careful in this Sector 3. You know, with no traction control, I'm not sure if he's using traction control or not, or medium. But with me, I don't use traction control, so it's you always have to be very, very careful, especially on controller. I mean, obviously, some of these guys are using wheels. As Neon is 7 thousandths off of Trocker, as there's 6 minutes left in this qualifying. And Felix one is 32 thousandths off the medium, or 32 hundredths off the medium tire. That is a stunning lap for a medium tire flying lap. That is absolutely brilliant. You can see how much confidence he has using the medium tire and still going in the top 3 there. What a lap. It looks like we're going to have a nice fight for pole here. I said, didn't realize, but Harris is now 6th fastest when he was 7th. Just a couple yellow flags. The Ferrari of Hugo is beginning his flying lap, and we'll see how he does here on it. He's got some lap traffic of Shadows Smalls, as he does let him by cleanly, and you can keep going on this hot lap and not have it ruined. Yeah, you will see yellow flags in sectors a lot. That's just, you know, just because of letting flying cars by. As he opens the DRS, heading into the hairpin, the tricky hairpin to get the best exit out of. As he, man, no understeer or no oversteer there. And it's very common to have oversteer into that hairpin. So it's a great job by him to not have any oversteers. There's an Aston Martin in front of him, but it shouldn't impede his, or shouldn't ruin his lap. As there, oh, he's into the gravel. Just gets some oversteer, corrects it, overcorrects it, goes in the gravel. He's got to dive into the pit lane as that lap was ruined by it. You have to feel for Hugo there, as he's got to get in his garage as quick as possible and get in. He has to get into the garage and get back out there. As here's King Abdul. I don't know if he's on a hot lap. I think he is. Oh no, he's not. Excuse me, sorry. So it's looking, almost everyone is in the pits or on an outlap. As El Trocker is on an outlap currently, he's effectively the pole sitter. As FIFA has retired from the session, I don't know what has happened. I don't know how he retired, or why he possibly did. Just looking, but here's Macros. He's on his outlap. I'm not completely sure if he is on an in-lap or not. If he's on a flying lap or an outlap, but we're going to continue watching. So you see he opens the DRS there. We're going to pay attention to the current pole sitter of El Trocker. We're going to turn on the track map. And we're going to turn this off now. Great entry and exit there from El Trocker, the high-speed right-hander as he's heading to the hairpin. Really late braking, gets a great exit, and he is setting a great lap right now as he goes purple in sector 2, as you could see on the bottom right. As it's disappeared now, as Ivan X has been disqualified from the session for going the wrong way. Haven't seen that in a league race in a while. As crossing the line, El Trocker is going to go fastest again, and he improves by about 3/10. So it's a great lap. Or sorry, about 5/10. I wasn't completely sure what his previous lap time was. But he does improve, and he sets a 16.8, the first 16 we've seen of the session, and it's a perfect timing as there's a minute left in the session. As we're going to pay attention to Neon Valuol, the other Alpine. Alpine's having a great day here in Spain. Of course, in real life, an actual Alpine driver is from Spain. Pretty cool. I'm not sure if he's warming up his tires, or if he's just heading in the pit lane, or if he's messing around. Mind games as Macros, I didn't even realize he is 2/10 back on El Trocker. As yes, he's starting his flying lap now. El Trocker is. Down into turn 1, hoping to get a good exit here. Don't want to touch that inside curb too much. Getting a better exit here into turn 3. Now heading into turn 4, really careful on the throttle as he does ease it there, and we can turn on the like the MFD kind of, the telemetry, and we'll do that. Wow, and he really gets a good entry on that corner. Heading into the hairpin, late braking, riding the curb, gets a better entry into there too than Neon, but he is not purple. He is. I think he's setting personal best, but he is not going faster than Trocker. So we'll see. Heading into the final corners, easy on the throttle. Around the final corner, crossing the line, and he is going to go just 2/10 behind, unless he was, yeah, I think he's done now. And we're going to pay attention to people who are possibly still on flying laps, as I think it is, yeah, it is, and it's McCreamy still on a flying lap here, and that should be pole position for Trocker. The top 3 most likely being Trocker, Macros, Neon Valuable. As yes, he's slowing down before the line. And this is going to be our grid. This will be our starting grid for the race. excellent qualifying, setting up a great start to the race. So, starting grid is going to be Trucker, Macros, Valulo, Felix 1, FIFA, Harris, Johan, Gerardo, Gree, I'm just going to say, I don't know how to say it, and we'll see it. And I just got lagged out of the session. I will join back. Okay, I got kicked out of my party that I was in. Had a network. I'll fix this in a second. I got it. Oh, yeah, see, I just lagged out of the race. I am coming. Alright, no worries. We're just joining back. Make sure I gotta click spectator. Spectate, yep. Alright. Exciting. I was scared I might possibly have internet issues considering I'm from the United States and this is happening across the world. So I was risking that, but it's fine. We'll live. Alright, so we've got the formation lap. We paying a close attention to Harris, the title fighter. A good chance for him. Good chance for Harris to possibly gain a lot of ground in the championship battle. As he is only 11 points behind Danny, who is not racing. Yep, it is also a very big chance for Alpine to get some good points here, as they currently have only 3 points, and they are looking at a big gain of points here. This is leading them into the final sector, and this race will begin soon. Look at IFNXT, who got disqualified from qualifying for driving backwards. Haven't seen that before. Something new. So it's a little out of order here too. Goes Harrison. Oh, Harrison getting some oversteer. As King Abdul, 2 people have been disqualified from the session. McCreamy and King Abdul have been disqualified from the race. Gerardo, okay, never mind, I saw it next. Oh, Johan is out. As they're starting to line up now. The 5 lights will come on soon. Here we go, getting set, cars getting set. The 5 lights. 2, 1, and 0 as they do go out. Off the start, it looks like Trocker has got a terrible start, and Valuolo is into the lead as Felix won in 2nd place, and Trocker has lost 4 spots. 4 spots he has lost off the start from pole. A terrible start for Trocker. As it's Valuolo into the lead of the race, followed by Macros, followed by Felix 1, followed by Johan, followed by Trocker, and followed by Harris, the title contender, as he makes contact with the McLaren side pod there, braking later than the McLaren, and that is a nightmare start for El Trocker. Absolutely horrific start for Trucker. Loses 4 spots, and you have to feel for him there. But it looks like he's making ground, as Sector 2 is where he was quickest in qualifying. As, oh, the AlphaTauri makes a late lunge. A great view we had there from Trucker as they make contact, the two AlphaTauris. And they're still making contact, and Trucker is going to take really big advantage of this. Not what you want to see if you're an AlphaTauri team principal. Is the two AlphaTauris getting a bit scrappy, as it is valuable into the lead of this race. Macros P2, Trucker P3, as he has made it into P3. And Harris is out of the session. What has happened to Harris? Yeah, the two AlphaTauris. What has happened to Harris? Harris is gone. Harrison is out of the session, as the AlphaTauri of Bimingry is out of the, or is going very slowly, as there seems to be a lot of contact. And oh! What's happened there? King Abdul slowing this pack down. What's going on here? As there is a safety car deployed now, as they make contact. King Abdul. Let's see that penalty. What penalty does he have? Penalty. He has a 5-second time penalty. As Ghost Harrison has had a brilliant start. His teammate not so much the same. Wow, that is insane, folks. That is absolutely, that is just a crazy start. Trucker, and we'll see the position changes. Harrison has made up 10 places from the start of this race as Trucker dives into the pit lane. And I think he'll get some mediums, which would be probably a smart idea. Probably going to be a 2-stop race. And he will. As he's going to dive in as both of them. Now Harrison is into the lead of this race, starting from P15, and he still has pretty, I would say, fresh tires, considering we've only had 2 laps of racing. So, or maybe even a lap and a half of racing. So, that is a just insane start. I mean, this is getting on, like, this is like Saudi Arabia in real life. How crazy that start was. That was absolutely insane. Absolutely crazy. As we see now Harrison into the lead of this race, starting from P15, and now he's in P1. Trucker starting P1 now into P5. That's where he was off the start of the race after turn 1 as well. But now he has some fresh tires, and these guys are going to have a tire advantage, you know? These 3 guys who did pit, which would be Valuable, Macros, and Trucker, have now pitted for medium tires, same with FIFA. And Felix 1 has switched to brand new soft tires, which that is really going to favor. Felix 1 is very fast, and we will see how he does. And I just got blue screened. Oh my